Hey, what's up everyone? This is Zarina, your Upland neighbor, bringing the floor today, April 6th, in all Upland cities. Finally back on camera, finally got myself together here, ready to actually be on camera, not just disheveled and in blender mode. So I've got something to show you. So I did submit for two models, for one for Dallas and one for Queens, and I'll show you what I came up with. So you guys know I've been trying to learn Blender since probably the summer, but I really didn't get actually digging into it into the fall, and I think I've made slow and steady progress towards being able to operate in Blender. So we'll see if my submission actually gets selected to be voted upon. But even if it doesn't, I'm happy to have actually submitted. I actually got to that point to submit two models. So I'm making progress. And some interesting opportunities have kind of peeked their heads at me, so I think it's been worth it. So let's go ahead and take a look at my my progress here, and I'll stretch this out. So this is my Dallas mansion, and this one I submitted literally at 11:58 p.m. just before the 11:59 deadline. So I didn't have time to add color for my actual demonstration piece, because Upland actually wants us to submit these models in white so that the players can add color to them. So when you see models in white, it's not just because oh, they're being lazy. It's really probably because it's very time consuming, but also because it takes, it's almost like, why do it when you're just gonna have to submit it white? So it's an extra step that you might not have to do. So I did color my Buenos Aires one. You can see it says Buenos Aires colored. So this is actually called Bleurain's Buenos Bodega, because I got the little bodega grocery store there at the bottom. You know how if you go to some of these places over in these countries like Buenos Aires, they have those little bodegas, like a little grocery store at the bottom of the building, and that's what you see down there. Oh, it's not really, you can't really see it that well. Let me see if I pull it up. There you go. You get a better idea. So yeah, that's my Buenos Aires bodega. Let's go ahead and take a look at the floor. So for our floor, Manhattan is nicely coming up on the Upper side, but unfortunately, team, he kind of destroyed the floor on the dollar side for Rutherford, and I can see it going down further if people don't buy those $19 properties up. Believe me, I want to scoop them up myself, and I'm getting ready to. I just haven't yet, so if they still are there in a day or so, I might actually swoop them up. But other people, Rutherford is great. I'm telling you, it's a good opportunity to get in there. Not to flip. If you want to flip, you can flip. You can see you can go right now and flip it probably $40,000 easy for Upper side if you really wanted to. However, Rutherford is great for ownership because it's a small city, and hunting there is really nice. So if you want to get your hands in treasure hunting, I say pick up some Rutherford properties, because you don't need that many to just make out. So as far as other places, Arlington, Bakersfield, Bronx, looking like the same on the dollar side pretty much, and on the Upper side, other than the Bronx going down just slightly. Buenos Aires is going up a little bit on the Upper side. Our FSAs are still cheaper in Detroit, but people are still slowly moving out of Detroit. We'll see what happens there. But imagine if you do buy that FSA for $2,970 and you can sell for $3.15 in a month. If someone likes your property, if it's decent enough to compete with the other ones, you can highlight your properties. That's the thing. You're these people are FSA players. You guys are making, you can make money, literally turn your UPX into dollars, not that far off. However, you do need to market yourself, because there are a lot of people who are competing at that rate. So you might want to get on Discord, go to the channels where you can advertise your properties for sale, make a little ad for yourself, do a little research on your property, see if there's anything special about it that might people oh, look, turns out this celebrity lived here, didn't even know it, or turns out this was a haunted house. Advertise, do a little YouTube, some TikToks, show people what you got. So there are ways to compete, even though you're pricing your properties at that bottom floor. All right, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you guys in Upland.